Why, hello there, Jacob. And today, I have a new pickup to share with you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, yeah, this particular bad boy comes to us from eBay. And, well, let's just say this particular jersey is probably one of my favorite jerseys from this particular set of jerseys. And is a low-key, very underrated jersey even back when this thing was first released. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, yeah, this particular bad boy is an NHL jersey hailing from the All-Star. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This particular bad boy is an All-Star NHL jersey. And in fact, hint, 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 hint. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you remember this particular bad boy, this is a 2018 NHL All-Star game from Tampa Bay, made in Canada, of the Metropolitan Division. And this particular All-Star game had all 4 divisions with their own jersey. So obviously, this particular bad boy was the Metropolitan. So, you know, the Metropolitan Division All-Stars wore this. The Pacific Division wore a white jersey with orange accents. The Atlantic Division, which is where Tampa Bay actually plays out of, was a blue jersey with kind of this yellowish, greenish accent, a little bit muted. But this particular bad boy was always my favorite from the set, and I'm not just saying this as a fan of a Central Division team. So, without further ado, boom. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I was finally able to nab a 2018 NHL All-Star jersey from the Central Division in, well, as you can see by the dimples, a made in Canada. And this is also a size 58. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So now I'm up to 2 of the 2018 NHL All-Star jerseys. So yeah, we'll go ahead and kind of get into some of the detail. So obviously, kind of similar to this has the hanger effect with the central in the back on the orange with white. So obviously you see the central here is in white on the orange background. The orange with the black and the 1,500 million dimples. With the shoulder here, which is a very interesting material. It is very almost kind of like a raincoat material. Very similar to this. And then it has the stars, which are sublimated. Has the tagging. This also has the patch and the shoulders with the same striping pattern on this side with the stars. With the sleeves. Also has the racing stripes or the underarm stripes or whatever you want to call these. This also has the NHL PA. And on the back, it's a blank. And reinforced fight strap. And let me see if I can find when this particular bad boy was made here. Alrighty, so this particular bad boy was made December of 2017, which would make sense seeing that this is indeed the 2018 Tampa Bay All-Star Game. And, yeah. So that'll basically conclude the pickup. But the reason why I was very excited to find this is because, well, if you remember back to my video I made on this particular bad boy, you will remember that my first ever encounter with MiC jerseys on eBay were these. And, well, because of full moon jerseys and sellers like that having these things for like $150 or $100 at the time, they all sold out very quickly. So when I was finally able to end the wild goose chase and get the Metropolitan version, I was more than happy with it because I had no idea if I was ever going to find these for a cheap enough price because, well, long story short, Full Moon does have some of these, but I believe now they're at roughly 300 USD, 310 USD, something like that now, which is still a little too much, like per. But I was able to snag this for about $190. So yeah, and like I say, this is probably my favorite of those four designs. And yeah, so that'll basically wrap up this video. So yeah, until we meet again, this is Jacob. And as far as like upcoming videos, I'm not 100% sure what I have on the radar. I know the draft is coming up here pretty soon. And soon enough here, I'll kind of give my thoughts and opinions on how the Vikings are looking so far. Wild had a pretty big win last night. And yeah, well, they're getting close to the playoffs and all that stuff. So kind of a busy sports time upcoming, especially with the MLB, you know, opening day and all that stuff coming and passing. So, but yeah, that'll wrap it up. So until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good one.